Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Escape Dead Island. And today we're going to be starting on our path towards getting into the DLC area, which is the underwater labs area of the game. So yeah, we're back here. We're on the boat. This is now New Game Plus, and some things to note for New Game Plus as we play through the tutorial here, is that there are some
I feel
things
like
that have
I've heard all this
changed.
before.
You
Don't
have,
tell
Linda.
me you were getting cold feet up there.
No. I was just spacing out. Deja vu kind of thing.
Yep. Still not sober.
So we'll just get through all this real quick. All this dialogue, which of course we've all heard before in the original playthrough. Nothing about this dialogue has changed. A lot of the dialogue in this game, it is going to be the same as
Hey!
it once was.
Kyle. That's your type?
Shut up. You're a douche.
They teach you that word in your fancy school?
I don't know. You have my notes. Now give it.
The douche abides.
So helpful. To make amends, you should go find my voice recorder. Please?
Uh-huh.
It should be somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, so somewhere in the cabin, says Linda. So the main thing to remember, or well, the main things to remember with New Game Plus, is that zombies do a lot more damage. They do roughly about 25% more damage than they did in the base non-New Game Plus game, which means we're going to have an even harder time with some of these areas. They also have around 15% more health, which is annoying because it means that they can kill you quicker and you kill them slower, which is kind of annoying. Ammunition, however, if I had, the pistol or anything, pistol, shotgun, if I had any of that, that would have all been carried over. So when we eventually get the pistol during mission 5 from Xian Mei, when we get Xian Mei, when we get the pistol from her, we'll see that all of our pistol ammo has transferred over. The prologue was skipped, so obviously we didn't play through the prologue with Rob anymore. And all of our previously acquired medkits have gone. So we no longer have all of our health from the base game, which is kind of
Still going
annoying
in the
that
right
we've
direction, right?
acquired.
You
So
always promised me you'd take me sailing. Never thought it'd be like this.
just to
It's
show that
amazing out here,
none
isn't
of this
it? I
has
tried if
changed,
someone hadn't left me to man the wheel.
we'll just
It's
cycle
amazing out
through
here, isn't it? I
Devon's
tried if someone.
We're really doing this.
Devon and Linda's
So
dialogue,
awesome.
and
Are you ready?
if you remember,
I'm
or
ready.
if you just look up
What?
um,
What?
my previous playthrough, then you'll see that none of this has changed. However, the first thing that has changed in New Game Plus, because I will be showing you New Game Plus things, I won't do a complete new playthrough, I will stop and start as new things that come in from New Game Plus get shown. I will jump back into the action to show those, and then jump back out until we reach the underwater labs. So the first thing to find is here in the boat. You can come in here, and where this door was previously locked, we can now open it, and we have got a medkit, which is good for the extra health. But mainly, we've got a katana, which will make the first first part of the game here a lot easier, because we're not going to get a comparable weapon until we get the advanced axe, roughly, to the katana. The katana will do more damage up until that point, which is handy. Now, there are some funny things to note with having the katana this early on, is that Cliff does not have his backpack at this point, which means the katana is floating because it doesn't have anything to attach to, which is kind of funny. Also, any cutscene where Cliff is meant to be holding the makeshift club, because obviously I'm not going to pick that up because we don't need to, which means that you can make the game glitch out a little bit, and it doesn't know what to do when you have the katana instead of the makeshift club. So we'll look forward to seeing that later. Mainly though, we're just going to come in here and we are going to take this voice
Found it.
recorder,
Don't even think about listening to it.
Of course not.
and the voice recorder has not changed.
Day one. This This is crazy. I've been reading about Benoit and reports of zombies, if you can believe it, on the Rogue Wave forums, but I never thought I'd actually be in the middle of this story. Cliff's dad is gonna be pissed we took his boat. But I think Cliff is kind of banking on that. And if we get this story, all's forgiven. At least I hope so, because it would suck if his dad sunk my career before it started.
So there you go, we got the voice recorder. I'm also going to quickly grab the camera after giving this to Linda. Come on, madam.
Thank you, kind sir.
Come game time, I want you to use that thing tenaciously, profusely, and, just talk to everyone.
Don't worry, I'm a ninja with this thing.
The ninja, the skipper, and the douche. Sailing the high seas for revenge and respect.
Shut up.
Just calling it like I see it.
I'm heading inside to record some notes. Too much background noise here.
What?
Okay. I'm pretty sure we can roam around a little bit after we pick up this camera, but then we also might not be able to, which I thought we could. However, perhaps not.
It's been days since our last radio contact. There are sharks in circles.
Oh yeah, also because I've reset the game since we finished.
Turns out if there was ever a quarantine in these waters,
Cliff has got his undamaged clothes
I'm
back,
noticing
which
it
is
now.
not how we left
we
him,
haven't seen
but
any maritime
you know.
traffic.
But at any second, things could go horribly wrong.
When they do go wrong, you'll go down with the ship.
No, actually, chivalry is dead. When you're out hunting zombies, it's every man for himself.
Time to film some B-roll.
there you go.
Come on.
Okay, so
Promise
we'll
I
take
won't
out the
spend an hour
camera,
perfecting the lighting.
and
Again.
looks like I don't need to actually take pictures of Devon's drawings. Interesting. I thought it was, but obviously one of the few sets of collectibles that we did manage to complete 100% was the snapshots. So yeah, okay. In which case, we'll finish up here, and then you will rejoin me back when a new Game Plus thing has appeared. So here we are, not too far forwards. We're here in Mission 2, we're on the beach, and something that you can do, which is handy, is now that you have the katana, is that we can break through to the deserted hut early. We can also break through here in case you forgot to collect the collectible that's down there, the Lost Story. So you can break through to that early, but mainly we can get in here early and we can collect this medkit that's on the shelf, which is nice, handy early game boost, which means that that's 2 extra things. There's also something written down there, which I'm not too sure what that says. If somebody can translate that, then feel free. But yeah, something handy that you can do is you can break through there early and collect the medkit. That's the main thing we want to do. You can also, in case you forgot the geofarm file that is down the bottom of the warehouse, in case you've got that geofarm file, we can of course go in there and break that open as well, which I can't be bothered to crawl through there, so I probably won't show you that. However, I will go and check something, and if it turns out right, then well, you'll join me in there, but otherwise you'll join me in the next New Game Plus thing, which will happen at the end of this mission. Never mind, you cannot in fact collect the geofarm file early. I forgot that these rocks block your way, which, yeah, okay, that's always fun. So we're in the action-packed ending to the second mission here, because I'm going to show you what happens after you complete this. So we're going to just run down the beach as we would normally do, as obviously the boat is currently sinking. And here we go, we're going to get the cutscene of Cliff swimming out to go and get the boat.
It's faster to swim.
Are you crazy?
So there he goes, and he starts sinking as per normal. And you'd expect us to wake up in the shipping container, but we don't. As you can see, we have in fact woken up in a very familiar place. So this is the cliff top, or rather the building that's on top of the cliff top, which is quite interesting. We're obviously quite familiar with this place. We've visited here far too many times during the main story, and I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but this flooring is a reference to The Shining. I can't remember if I mentioned this in the uh, in the main game, in the main playthrough rather. So obviously, if you missed out on some of these pictures, then you can take them here. You know, you've got the football trophy, you've got the globe, the microscope, you know, this picture, various things that you can take pictures of. Importantly, there is also this key card right here, which we can take. It's the mystery key card, which is very exciting. And so what we're simply going to do is we are going to open the room as normal, by which I mean, of course, the entire wall is going to move because, well, that's how these buildings work. And as you can see, we're not, in fact, on the cliff top. Where we are, in fact, is somewhere very strange in a different section of Narapella, which, yeah, kind of interesting. There's a thing over here. As you can see, it is a zombie. There's a thing to take a picture of, but yeah, there's a zombie over here, which they're using as a stand-in for a person, I do believe. I don't think they're an actual zombie because we're not going to have to fight them, because, yeah, as you can see, off they go. Off walks the zombie. So yeah, this is a kind of an interesting area. We can follow the strange person, which is of course a zombie. We're in a question mark, question mark, question mark area. If somehow in your second playthrough, second time around rather, you still didn't manage to get a picture of the boat, you can here, which is kind of handy. So they don't actually have you fight any zombies in this area because they cannot guarantee that you collected the katana in the first mission from the boat. So they don't actually have you fight any of these guys, which, yeah, kind of interesting, because obviously they wouldn't want you to be soft locked. So there's the boat. You can sort of make out the name of the boat, which is Vertigo, in case, yeah, somehow you missed the snapshot and didn't know the name of it. Vertigo is the name of the boat. So it's very simple. We just have to follow the mysterious person, by which I mean this zombie, which is currently trapped against, I think, an invisible wall to stop him from moving anywhere. There's two more zombies eating here, which is actually a dweller, I believe. That's the model. That's the model for a dweller, which is an enemy we'll find in the underwater labs quite a lot. So yeah, there's that. And it looks like another regular shambler. And that's it. That's the entire mission. It's kind of a mini mission.
These are good. You draw these yourself?
Kind of a micro mission.
I tried to get the elves to do it, but they charge union wages.
Wish I had a talent like that.
This from Mr. Front Page of the school paper?
I'm kind of struggling to put on my news hat.
You have a talent.
Yeah? What?
You know how to drink.
I think that's new dialogue as well. We didn't get that first time around, which is kind of interesting.
Hello? Devin?
And here we go. We pick up Mission 3 echoes as per normal. So we are now back here where we expect it to be the first time around, which is in the shipping container at the top of the marina. Nothing here has changed, which means you will join me.
How the hell?
You will join me back in the staff offices of the warehouse.
Beach sounds like a good idea.
So, because that's the next area that has something new related to New Game Plus. So, you will, or rather, I will pick you up back there. Oh, and of course, something to note is that, of course, we have got the katana here, which means if we get spotted, it's not as much of a problem, because we now actually have a way of defending ourselves before we collect the screwdriver. So, yeah, we do actually have a weapon to defend ourselves, just in case we need it, which I probably will. Because, you know, I've had enough of the stealth the first time around. We're going to be doing the same thing again. And so, yeah, that's going to be fun. But for now, we are going to simply stealth our way through. And once again, as I say, I will pick you up back inside of the warehouse. Although, as I have the katana, I'll give you some early look at how zombies are. Um, as you can see, with my low health, this guy very nearly killed me. In fact, he has killed me. So 2 hits is all it takes to down Cliff at this point in the game. So even though we do have the katana, it did take me, well, it would have taken me 4 light attacks with the katana to kill that guy. And it only took him two hits to down Cliff. So yeah, the zombies are a lot stronger in New Game Plus. A heavy attack, charge heavy attack, will at least kill him straight away. However, you know, relying on fighting is even less of a viable strategy in New Game Plus because we just do not have the health. Even with medkits, we do not have the health really to tank hits like we kind of did in non-New Game Plus. And the zombies just do way more damage, and it takes us way longer to kill them, which is not going to be fun for these shadow zombies. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the staff officers. So here we are in the warehouse. Very familiar sight. There's a body down there, which looks suspiciously like he's eating that body, but you know, clearly isn't. So yeah, we are here, and
My head feels like wrong. Oh my god, my head.
thank you, Cliff. So it still says that we require a proper melee weapon to break open obstacles and barriers, but because we have the katana, we can easily break in here. So in case you didn't collect the Karon's log from here the first time, now you can. As it is, we've already collected it, so we don't need to worry about that. Which means we can come up here to where the special little telephones are. And what we are going to do is we are going to listen to the new telephone calls because the telephone calls have changed.
Listen, you're not awake. Stop dreaming.
As you can hear, that is not the same telephone call as what we previously had. We still can't get in this room early, unfortunately, because we do not have the lever axe to break it open. But we can at least answer these telephone calls, we can listen to them, and yeah, that will be fun. So, as we sneak our way through here, hoping very much that we do not get heard. The telephone's going to wake up the zombie, but...
Give him some more sedative. He's waking up.
So there you go. That's definitely a different telephone call to what we had previously. Are there more zombies here? I don't know. I want to say maybe, but at the same time, there probably isn't. I have to deal with that guy. Come on. Gonna have to answer this.
You're not awake.
So yeah, there was the second of the new telephone calls. Let's see if we can't sneak around these guys. Oh, they're both together, that's kind of annoying. And now they're wandering. We might be able to stealth one. We might even be able to stealth two because this guy is deaf as a post. Nice and easy. Okay, so let's find these other two. Let's find these other two telephones. And yeah, once again, we cannot open it. Oh, we can open this. Hurrah! We can get up here. But there's nothing up here because, of course, we have collected the collectible. Hooray! Now, there should be 2 more telephones. Just need to find them. There's one. Hello.
Be careful who you listen to, Cliff. Not everyone is looking out for you.
And I think the other one actually was the one up top. So, yeah. There is the 4 new telephone calls. So, yeah, those have changed in New Game Plus. And that is it, pretty much, for this mission, New Game Plus. So you will join me far in the future with Mission 4. Although, of course, I must point out that because, once again, you have got the katana early on from the first mission, you can break into these areas early and collect the collectibles in case you miss them. So always bear that in mind when you're coming through New Game Plus and you do have the katana. If there are collectibles behind barriers that you missed breaking open beforehand, you can get into them now early and collect them before you forget again. Of course, we do also have the option to pick up the makeshift club. However, I am not going to do that because we don't need to. This katana is far better in every single way, shape, and form, except for destroying this particular chair, apparently, which it just cannot do. There you go. So, yeah, we do have the
You
option to pick up the club, but I am not
Think
going to
so.
do that.
What happened? Rejected or
And
looking
I've
for some
found the
soul-sucking
missing
job? Or
geofarm
winning some
file that
big
we forgot
award?
to collect
Cliff
the first time around.
Nothing
It's up
answered.
here.
Hey, we're chasing a dream.
It's up here on this bit of cliff. Not Cliff as in, you know, we're playing as Cliff, but Cliff as in Cliff. So yeah, we need to wait until we get the grappling hook, and then we can grapple up there, and it gives access to another medkit and also the other geofarm file, which I forgot to collect. So yeah, I knew I'd forgotten one somewhere around here, and yeah, it turns out it was up there. So yeah, once we get the grappling hook, and we come back through the jungle, I'll just have to collect that again. But there it is, you can see it spinning, and that's the way to get up there. You just grapple hook, come over, collect it. So yeah, I'll have to collect that at some point. And here we are at the top of the mountain once again. And that's because this is where the next New Game Plus special thing is going to happen after Cliff grabs the two-way radio.
Just look at
So
that
we're going
view.
to play the cutscene as per normal,
Perfect.
and then you
Yeah.
will see
Take a look at that.
There's a
the
mansion or villa out there.
next New Game Plus exclusive thing.
Houses? Might be people there.
Hey, there's an airfield.
And there's a marina. Might want to see if there's another boat we can use.
Okay. Let's get down to the village. Find someone to interview about what we saw.
I see your point, but I'd always say look for an exit first.
And although I'm aware of the chances, it's my hope that someone will receive this. I don't know how long it's been, but if you're hearing this, know that you're not alone.
Hello? Who is this?
I just wish I had understood. Should have kept friends close. So much left unsaid.
Can you hear me?
I've learned so much in these last few months. About myself, about the world, and its people.
What difference do the answers make if we can't tell them to anyone?
Oh, I've made my point. Cliff, what do you think?
I think we should go with what Linda said. We're here to find the truth.
Fine. You still got that club on you? Just saying.
Oh, don't worry, Devon. We have something a lot better than a club. A bloody katana, mate. So yeah, we still can't actually access, you know, the mountaintop house early or anything, but we can collect this medkit at least. Yoink. So yeah, we can yoink that. And now let's say we just want to follow our friends down the path, back down the cliff top again. Let's say we wanted to do that. But oh, what's this? My. There's some zombies that we're going to have to take care of because our new objective is now to survive the attack, which we have not done there because our heavy attack just completely failed. As did that one. Why did those two not connect? I swear I was close enough to. Why am I stuck? I was stuck by some gardening equipment. And even with those medkits we've collected, the shamblers can still kill us in 2 hits, which is not very nice. So let's try and, well, not. Let's try and not die in 2 hits this time, shall we? And let's try and actually connect our heavy attacks with these shamblers. So come on, that didn't kill him. That's no good. We're going to have to run. Come on, kill him. There you go. The game does not like this apparently, or at least my laptop does not like this. Come on, attack him. There's another one over there. There's two more over there. Okay, got one. There you go. One heavy attack still did not kill him. And there we go. Okay, so now we're back to the regular objective, which is to, you know, contact the village, investigate the village. So, yeah, we'll go do that. And the last thing I will show in this episode is what actually happens.
Not as dumb as when he chased me away for 2 blocks for ripping you off.
But dunk that asshole. Never called
Yeah.
you fat.
So we're just going to ignore these guys.
Short of ideas.
So the last thing I will show before I end the episode is what happens when you don't collect the makeshift club, but yet you defeat the bouncer
His father's
and
a cold guy.
complete and play the cutscene, I should say. So you will join me after I have no doubt died to the bouncer several times, even though I don't actually need to take a picture of the bouncer anymore because we have got that snapshot now. So I don't actually need to worry about that. I can focus entirely on just killing the bouncer. So
Still
Yep.
with us?
after I've killed the bouncer, we'll get to the cutscene and you will see what happens.
That was real.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I actually missed it, but there you go. As you can see, that's where he's meant to be holding the makeshift club. But he is in fact not holding anything. I did miss the very beginning of that cutscene, but there you can see it's still meant to be in his hands. And yeah, he's not holding anything. So Cliff's having a fun time with, well, air guitaring his weapon. But Bouncer is dead, and okay, we just get the regular old ending cutscene.
It doesn't
So
even look that bad.
I did miss out a little bit on the cutscene that I was talking about with the Shamblers, where Cliff is in fact holding air, which is just kind of funny to
Carry her
look
back
at.
up to the top where it's safe.
But yeah, that's just a funny visual glitch that happens when you don't collect the makeshift club because, well, if you've collected the katana, you have something infinitely better than it.
Okay, I'll be back.
But yeah, I will be leaving this episode here as Devon
Thanks.
takes
Try
away
not
Linda,
to eat you
and
away.
you will join me in the next episode where hopefully we should get into the geofarm labs, or rather the underwater labs. Hopefully, because yeah, I think we want to get into the. Well, we're going to want to get the shotgun before entering the lab, the underwater labs, because just having the shotgun will make it easier until we get the assault rifle at least. So, oh, hello, Shamblers. I didn't realize you guys were there. Whoops. Yeah, having the shotgun will make it easier to deal with the underwater labs, and therefore have an easier time of defeating the DLC. So we will probably play through the main game as normal, aka I will interject with random New Game Plus stuff up until we are about to enter the labs. I'll collect the shotgun from Jean May, and then we will double back and complete the underwater labs, and then I will show the remaining New Game Plus stuff afterwards, and that will be the end of Escape Dead Island stuff for now, because I doubt I will come back to this game after we've completed the DLC. There's just not a lot you can do with it outside of speedrunning or just playing the game over and over. So yeah, once we've completed the Underwater Labs DLC and I've shown all of the New Game Plus stuff, we'll be done with the game. But that's in the future. We're not going to worry about that for now. Instead, I will end this episode here, like I said, and I will thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.